Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. This is your November to December energetic monthly forecast for all of my fire signs out there. So that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if your sun, moon, or rising signs fall into Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, then this is the video for you. So this month we check out the energy surrounding your health, relationships, finances, challenges, and blessings. So this month I switched it up and decided to do things a little different where I combined all of the signs to their element. So every single sign will still get its own individualized energetic forecast. If you just want to go on ahead and just jump straight into your own signs, monthly energetic forecast breakdown, then the timestamps are left down below in the description and the comments box. But I just ended up pairing all of the air signs, earth signs, water signs, and fire signs together. So I have a few things to address before getting started. So like I said, if you want to head straight to your reading, I've left the timestamps down below in the description and the comment section. Okay, so let me just mention, there is a skull in the video, you guys. There is a skull in the video. And I just wanted to mention this because I know some of you are probably like, yeah, okay, whatever. But a select few of you did tell me some time ago that you're not fond of skulls for whatever reason, and that's why I stopped using them in my readings some time ago. But I do love them. I think that they are beautiful, and especially this one because it has the zodiac wheel carved on top of it with the constellations, and I love it so much. As you guys can see, well, you probably can't see, but as you guys can see, there's like a all these zodiac signs. I think that this type of stuff is cute. That's just me though. And I love it. So I'm going to be using it this month, and probably I'll probably be using it on my channel as well. Maybe not in every video, but definitely in the videos to come, because this is just me. This is what I'm into. This is what I like. And I want to be as authentic with you guys. I don't really want to be using things in my videos just to try to get more views or just to try to make certain people comfortable. If this is just what I like, it's what I like. And so, you know, I understand if it's not your thing, but just putting that out there. So, but another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is when I do these readings, and majority of you already understand this, but some people come to these tarot readings really expecting answers. And I just wanted to clearly say that I never proclaim to have the answers, okay? And that's why I have a disclaimer before every video of mine that you have to utilize your own intuition in these readings, in my readings anyways, to receive the clarity it is that you are looking for. I don't profess to call myself a healer, a shaman, a witch, Reiki master, whatever, a spiritualist, a guru. I don't proclaim to call myself anything like that because I'm still learning, healing, growing, and evolving just like the rest of you. And learning and healing never stops. It is a lifestyle. So I don't have the answers to your life. Only you do. Just like I don't go consulting others for answers to my life, because I know that when the time is right, the clarity will reveal itself to me. I read the language of energy with my readings and not concrete answers, because these are general readings, one, and everyone's life is so completely different. Unless I intuitively receive a very detailed message during a reading, which I do sometimes, and I will mention it, but usually I really try to stay away from details because everybody comes from a different walk of life. That's just the wide spectrum of differences that we're dealing with when we talk about the collective. Not everybody is having the same life incarnation and the same life experiences, and I definitely take that into consideration when I'm doing these readings. So I try to accommodate everyone. So for those of you looking for concrete answers about, you know, when is this going to happen, how is this going to happen, who's this person I'm going to fall in love with, I want their social security number and their address, it's like I don't have these details, you guys. And you know, the universe, this is not me coming up with these answers. The universe reveals certain things when it wants to. Everything works on divine timing. I am not God. And another thing as well that I want to mention is I don't want you guys to come to me or anyone else for healing. Know that you can heal yourself. Know that you have the answers. Start relying first and foremost on you. Do not give that power to me or anybody else. And if someone is taking that power from you by telling you that you need them for magic or healing or understanding or this or that, just know that that's a lie, okay? And you have the power to change your own life. I am not going to do that for you because I literally cannot. Nobody can. One Reiki session, one meditation session, going to church on Sundays, lighting a candle, reciting a mantra is not going to change your life. If you want to change your life, you have to be committed, because this is a lifestyle. It's not a session. This is everyday work that the universe needs to see you put in for the universe to reinvest into you. And you know, that's why I take these breaks sometimes too as well, where I wish I could upload every single day for you guys. I would if I could. But you know, there are times where I'm just called to just stop and to plug in, to do my research, to study, to just not do anything sometimes. And these are the times where I'm receiving downloads of information. These are the times where I'm receiving more and more clarity on my own perspective and my own spiritual journey. That just plays into the fact that, like I was just saying, I'm still healing, growing, learning, and evolving just like you guys. So I never want you guys to rely on me or anyone else. I want you to be able to rely on yourself. We can all support each other through this, but depending on each other is it can be a very dangerous thing. So I will not do the work for you. No one is, and no one should, because we all have our own journey that we are dedicated to, that we need our own energy and strength to get through. So let's help and support each other on this journey, but please do not set yourself up or people up on an impossible task to fix or heal you, because you'll just keep going back to that person every time there's an issue or every time there's a this or that. Don't give your power away like that. Remember who you are. So I love these readings where we are reading energy, divining energy, and applying it to our life, our own specific individual life, because we are learning how to walk on our own path with our own 2 feet. And that's always my goal here on my channel. Some of you won't like to hear that, but literally, like, every single one of you on my channel that have subscribed to my channel, my soul family, you guys I already know you guys. Like, you guys love putting in that hard work and labor when it comes to working on you. And I love you guys for that. You are a strong force to be reckoned with. I love a warrior. We all have it in us. But from my warrior to yours, thank you. I appreciate you. And, keep conquering life, because it's amazing. I love seeing you guys work and the progress it is that you guys make in your life. And you guys are not making progress. You guys are not getting healed. You guys are not making things happen because of me. Okay, just know that it's not because of me or any other healer on this world or any other pastor or a church or a religion. It's not because of that. It's because of you. You're deciding to put your work into this. We're co-creators. Even the Most High, even Spirit itself cannot help us if we do not want to help ourselves. Okay, so obviously I can't help you. No one else can. This is all up to you. And if you are healing, if your life is getting better, pat yourself on the back. So before we get started, let me just say that this is a general reading. And in order for this reading to resonate with you specifically, you have to be intuitively synced into the energy of this reading. To help you all do that, I'll be providing a 30-second meditation. So if you'd like to participate, bring your awareness to your body, starting with your feet and then working your way up in sections. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. Then exhale out of your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds, gently drawing your navel in towards your spine as you exhale. After breathing like that a few times, we'll start that meditation right now. All right, hopefully that was enough time to get your psychic voice activated. Don't forget to check out your moon rising and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to take this time to thank your beautiful guides, my beautiful guides, our higher self, and the Most High for these messages. And don't forget, you guys, to head down to the timestamps so you're not sitting through the entirety of this video, because like I said, your own sign has its own individualized reading for this month. So check out the timestamps, okay? Now, without further ado, let's go on ahead and get to your reading. All right, Aries, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first before moving on to the oracle cards here. And we'll be starting off with this card all the way over here to the left. And this tarot card is representative of the energies surrounding your health for this November moving into December, the Scorpio season. So when I refer to health, I'm talking about your physical, mental, emotional, and or spiritual health. Okay, so let's go on ahead and see the energy surrounding that. And we have here the Page of Swords. Okay, so some sort of news, clarity, or realization is coming in November to my Aries. It feels like a change in your health is coming as well, if it hasn't already, and like a change as far as like when I'm saying change, I'm talking about maybe like what you eat, or even like listening to subliminals while you sleep at night, maybe meditating more often, doing something to kind of jar that subconscious brain. There's some sort of news or something that you receive that will help expand your mind and opinions about your health, as well as I can get over the fact that I can't get over the fact that this card, it feels like sound to me for some reason. So sound therapy, sound healing may be a very big part of November moving into December for my Aries. Music, something like that, where you're really stimulating the sound waves, where you're really stimulating sound. Where you're like stimulating your being through sound, listening to different frequencies. It's like this new way of healing and taking care of your health you're going to discover somehow or learn about, and it's going to do wonders for you as far as I'm saying with your health. Moving on to this card here, this will be showing me the energy surrounding your relationship. So that could be romantic, platonic, people that you work with, your family, just your relationships in general. So let's see the energy surrounding that. And we have here the moon in reverse. So what I'm getting here is you won't feel so out of the loop in your relationships this month, Aries. In your dealings with other people, whether you have friends, family, or not, even if you don't have people in your life, because sometimes I get comments where you guys are like, I don't even have friends or family. Okay, so even if you don't, what I'm seeing here is that I see you feeling a little more connected and not so out in the cold or in the dark about what people are feeling or where your relationships are. It's going to make more sense to you. People are going to make more sense to you. I also see you dropping the need to know for some reason. Where it's like sometimes we want or demand answers like, why did you do this or that? Or why did you make this decision? Or what were you thinking? Or how do you feel about this or that? I see you not pressing for answers anymore. It looks like some of you surrendered to whatever energy may have been confusing you or perplexing you about another person or relationship. It looks like you dropped the need to know because it was causing you some stress. So I'm seeing this as a good thing, honestly. It also looks as though there's a possibility of someone helping you to accept or to see a person or a relationship in a way where it makes sense to you. So like, for instance, another person in your life could offer some insight as to another person or relationship in your life that you may have felt conflicted about. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This will be showing me the energy surrounding your finances, career, professional life, work life, school life. So let's go ahead and check it out. And we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so be careful about saving. That's what I just heard so clearly. Be careful about spending on things this month. And that makes a lot of sense because we are Mercury retrograde still. And this full moon was in Taurus, who's pretty materialistic and not in a bad way. I mean, I'm a Taurus. My son is in Taurus. So, we do love nice things and things that make us feel good. So be careful about spending to fill a void or trying to fill a gap with material things, with possessions. So as far as your career goes, if you were working on something like a project or work maybe with another person, there's a possibility of that being pushed back. Maybe you or this other person wants to work on things a little bit more, or someone may be realizing that they don't want to go through with it anymore. There's a possibility of someone doing a quick sort of switch up here, either on you or you on them, and saying, no, we need to wait, or we need to fix some things, or we need to just not do this right now. So there is that possibility. But again, I'm seeing this as a good thing, because if someone tries to force this, it won't be a good idea, because not everyone is 150% in it. And you are an Aries. You require people to be fully present, available, and charging towards the same goal. So if someone or you isn't giving it their all, whatever this may be, it would be better to pause for a moment, get your bearings straight, and figure out how you can get that morale back up and the camaraderie back. So this can be a healthy, fun, and positive collaboration. And the money thing keeps coming back up. If you have anyone else managing your money or looking over things for you, signing contracts, anything like that, make sure that you are really on top of that, because something or someone who's supposed to be doing their job, they look like they're not in it to me. They look a little like lazy, or not lazy, but they look a little like they're just not in it. You know how like when you work with family, sometimes family, they might not work like as hard, and this doesn't happen with all families, but there's kind of like that saying, don't involve business and pleasure, don't involve business and family, anything like that, because when you are kind of crossing that line from professional to, this is my friend or my family member, or we have something romantic going on, people can kind of mix the relationship in with business, and it's kind of something like that where it's like somebody's not taking this or you as seriously, and so they're a little like lax. They're like a little, they're not as sharp as they need to be when it comes to this, because for you, this is very serious. This feels like something that's very serious to you. This is something that you really want. This is something that you're really putting a lot of yourself into, and you want people to be just as present, just as available, and working just as hard and just as passionate about this thing as you are. And the thing is like, the thing that I'm getting here is like, this other party isn't as in it as you are. They're not as passionate about it as you are. It's not their baby the way that it's your baby, basically, is what I'm saying here. So definitely make sure that you're on top of whoever may be helping you to manage certain things, your business, your work, your career, especially your finances. This is not the time to run anything on autopilot without you overseeing it, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This will be showing me the challenging energy that you may encounter for this month of November. And we have here the Lovers. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, union, harmony, synchronization, that's the issue or challenge this month. Kind of like what I was just speaking on. And I'm seeing this issue is with others. It's like there won't be the easiest, most cooperative energy surrounding the lines of communication, seeing eye to eye, having the same goals. There's a little discord here, and it looks like it could be surrounding work to me. And that's going to be the biggest challenge area for some of you. Because like I said, this is your baby. This is something that you're really investing yourself into. For others, this could be in your personal relationships. But yeah, there's an issue of everyone targeting the same goal, working towards the same things, communicating clearly, people speaking their mind. That's where I'm seeing the challenges. But honestly, it doesn't seem like the worst thing to work with, because you are an Aries. You're a natural born leader. So if anyone can bring together chaos and turn it into uniformed order, it is you. You can bring people together and differences together towards one common goal. And that natural skill you've been blessed with may have to get some extra exercise this November going into December. Because that is kind of like a challenge here. It's like communication, working together, everybody coming together for this one thing. That is kind of like the issue that I'm seeing here. That's what I was saying with this Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. So let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This will be showing me the blessing or the fortunate energy that you will be working with this November. And we have here the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. This is the card of blessings. Okay, so the blessing I'm seeing here is help come from an unexpected place or source. It's going to seem like a solution, answer, support, or help just fell from the sky, but it's going to bring you a sense of peace. I'm feeling, as I look at this card, like just peace. I'm just feeling like a sigh of relief. And I just feel so peaceful looking at it. So it looks like this extra help, this extra support that comes in is going to bring you exactly what you need at the perfect time. This is all about divine timing for my Aries this month. So when the time comes, you're going to be overly filled with exactly what you need, and it will replenish a lot of different areas of your life. It'll give you a lot of strength and purpose as well, which is beautiful. That purpose stemming from this divine source that steps in to bring you this blessing, because this card is in the position to represent your blessings for the month. And the card that jumped out, like I was saying, is the card of blessings, this Ace of Cups here. So this is something really amazing to look forward to. Whatever this is, it's going to be exciting, and it's going to resonate so strongly with your heart. It's like your heart's desires is starting to come in, and it'll be exactly what you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards here, because the oracle cards are actually a message from your guides for this month. That's what I set the intention for. So let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, and the very first card that we have here is the Moon. You will be guided through darkness. And we have the Moon card here. And that's pretty much what I was talking about with this card. So it's interesting. The next card that we have here is the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. We were just talking about this kind of. The next card that we have here is Get Curious. Get creative. Grace. Grace blessings come to me to set me free. And study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So the Moon card here, just like the Moon card with the tarot cards that was pulled for your relationships. And it says that you will be guided through darkness, and that's exactly what I saw for you in this Moon card down here as well. And we have the Egyptian or the Kemetic. Let me just hold this up. So we have the Kemetic, which is otherwise known as same thing as Egyptian, Neters, which is a deity. So we have the deities or the Neters here. Anpu, who is otherwise known as Anubis, his Greek name, and Heteru, otherwise known as his Greek name Horus. So these are the opposing deities of light and dark. And one is the divine sun child and the other helps guide souls to the underworld. Yet both of these Neterus work together. And that's what I'm seeing is the bridging of your shadow or unconsciousness and your ego, aka your consciousness. And that'll bring clarity and balance between the two where they work together and not separately. Because like I said, these two gods, these two deities, Neters, they work together. And that's what I'm seeing with you. I'm seeing you really work with these good aspects and these bad aspects, these good times and these bad times, your consciousness and your unconsciousness. I'm seeing you really work with everything together, really working with whatever is kind of thrown your way for this month and making it work for you to guide you out of this space of confusion. And moving on to the Sphinx here. So I told you guys that something was up with some of your relationships or some of the people in your life where, like I mentioned, the communication will be off a little bit, and it might be your time to actually step in and get everyone back on track or bring the conversation back to a productive place. Moving on to Grace here. So it's definitely saying the same thing to me. You're going to have to be the diplomat with someone or a relationship or in a conversation where you might want to handle things differently, but your guides are here saying to use grace. Okay, that's what your guides are saying, to maintain your grace and to uphold yourself even if the situation is frustrating as all hell. Okay, and then the cards study, get creative, and get curious. These three cards here are literally, they carry the same vibration to me, where it's all about experimenting, researching, studying. Like I was telling you guys with this Page of Swords down here, I saw you learning or coming across some new things that expand your mind. And that's the same vibe that I'm getting with these three cards. So I believe that your guides are saying to experiment, to get curious, to bring out that creativity that I think my Aries don't get enough credit for, because I've known a few Aries in my life that were so gifted in the arts and creating. So flex that side of yourself that's skilled at making and creating. And you do this by experimenting, by kind of playing around with different things to see what speaks to you and to see what doesn't, okay? So this is all that I'm seeing from my Aries. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you some love, support, clarity, and strength. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to take the time again to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and spirit itself for delivering these beautiful messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world, and I'll be back later, all right? Bye, guys. All right, Leo, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first before making our way to the oracle cards. And this card all the way over here to the left is what we'll be starting first. And this card will be showing me the energies surrounding your health for this month of November heading into December. And when I talk about health, I'm saying either your physical, mental, emotional, and or spiritual health. Okay, so let's take a look. And we have here the Knight of Cups. Okay, I have to get this out of the way first, but it looks like someone coming in asking for forgiveness, and I never see this card that way. But it looks like someone coming into your life and trying to right some sort of wrongs they did. And these were wrongs that you ultimately ended up paying for because they just kind of, it seems like they did something they shouldn't have done. And it's like it's just been weighing on them and they have to get it off their chest. The way I see this contributing to your health, though, is it brings you some form of closure. It gives you healing. That's what I see, is some major healing happening for you guys. And this really removes stress, resentment, anger, grudges. It's like it shakes that stagnant, heavy energy loose and it parts from you. I see as well someone coming in to help you health-wise. So this could be like a friend, relative, partner, all the way down to like a random person you meet at the grocery store. But they pass along some sort of information that hits you and it resonates with your spirit to the point where you know this is valuable knowledge. This could be an infomercial that you happen to randomly see. Like this card is also resonating as that, as a sign. So watch for the signs that come to you and hit your heart space, because whatever this info or advice is, it's going to hit close to home where you feel as though this is advice you should really take in. As well as health-wise, watch what you are consuming in the form of liquids. So more water, cut back on sugar, sodas, juices, wine, liquor, cut back on that for a little bit and make sure you're really replenishing your physical body. This also feels like you may have a dip in energy this month where you feel a little more tired than usual. So make sure you're getting enough hydration and enough sleep. Very important that I'm getting from this card. I know it was a lot, but so let's go ahead and move on here. This card right here will show me the energy surrounding your relationships, whether that be your love life, platonic relationship, family, friends, coworkers, whatever the case. Let's take a look. And we have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. Okay, there's something you need to walk away or distance yourself from, Leo. Some of you have, it feels like, but you need to distance all of yourself from this person or relationship. Physical separation doesn't always mean you're separated mentally and emotionally. You could still be angry or feeling some type of way about what's happened. You might still be venting about what happened or in a state of disbelief. Yeah, like I was saying with this Knight of Cups. Yeah, that was the first thing I heard and almost forgot. I totally almost forgot this. You guys have to excuse me when I'm channeling. I forget a lot, but yeah, I almost forgot this Knight of Cups. I was seeing this as someone coming back seeking forgiveness, just begging for you to take them back, basically. This card is begging you to walk away entirely. This 8 of Cups here. Don't fall for this apology. Accept the apology, allow it to bring you some closure, clarity, and peace if it can, but do not dive back into this. This card doesn't really need much interpreting, this 8 of Cups here. It doesn't need much interpreting because I feel like it's tapping right back into that situation from the Knight of Cups, that person or situation that comes crawling back to you. I'm not saying their apology isn't genuine because I am getting the strongest sensation that this apology is so sincere. Their life really actually hasn't been great without you in it, but your guides are saying to walk away entirely. Take the apology as a souvenir for your time together, but ultimately release them or this energy from your being. I don't feel like your other relationships are coming up too much, because this one person or energy kind of hijacked this part of the reading here. Their energy is very strong. I honestly feel really bad for them, but your guides and your higher self knows that you need to let this go, or knows that you need to let something go. This reading is not the first time that you are hearing or feeling the sensation that I need to walk away from this or that thing or this person or that person. So you don't even have to ask me, well, what is it that I need to walk away from? If you don't know, then this message then this card right here might not be for you. But for those of you that this is resonating, you know exactly what this card is talking about. That's how sure I am that this is in your consciousness that it's like, yeah, I need to walk away from this. So if there's other relationships in your life that you're wondering about as well, I'm seeing you let go of the past with this card, with this 8 of Cups. Release the past, walk away from it entirely. But that one person or situation, you definitely know what to do. I don't even feel like I need to say more on it, honestly. So let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This will be showing me the energy surrounding your finances, career, work, professional life, school life as well. So let's take a look. And we have here the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Support and help. I see this as support. You feel alone. There's some sort of dynamic here where you don't feel as supported as you were expecting to feel. It's like you were looking for something, you expected to be there, and because it's not showing up the way that you thought, you're feeling this sensation of panic. I see you taking this on as you did something wrong, but you didn't. This isn't you, okay? This is happening for a reason, and you regretting your decisions or choices that you made is not going to help. Blaming yourself is not going to help because, like I said, you didn't cause this. This is not your fault is what I'm getting here. But what you do need to take responsibility for is how you respond to this, is if you panic or not, is if you feel hopeless or not, is if you feel like nothing's going to work out, is if you lose your faith. That's what you need to be concerned about. But the way that the situation looks has nothing to do with you. That was not the way that the situation looks. Did not have your hand in it, basically. Okay. This is something that happened only because you're being a little impatient. So calm yourself if you start to feel like panicking. You know what visual I'm getting here is like the visual of someone throwing a party and expecting all these people to show up, and 30 minutes after the party was supposed to start, it's like 2 people are there, just 2 people, one of them being like your mom, the other person is you. And so you start panicking, thinking that no one's going to come, feeling like all down on yourself, like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe people like stood me up like this, or people don't think I'm fun, or people don't want to hang out with me, whatever the case, whatever that feeling would be. And then it's like another 10 minutes roll by and people start just flooding in, and the night ends up being way more successful than you projected, maybe even too successful. You have to be patient because there's higher powers working on things for you. So be patient and don't panic over what you see, over what is reflected to you. Don't be impatient, okay? Keep your cool, remain calm, and things are going to start turning out better than you thought. You just have to kind of roll with it and just allow things to pan out on their own. So don't try to rush or force anything. Just kind of relax into a little bit of like that calm, relaxed feeling. Remain patient, keep waiting, and it's going to turn out the way that you think it is. But honestly, like what I'm seeing here is like a polar opposite, where it's like from this 5 of Pentacles to like the 10 of Pentacles, or like the Queen or King of Pentacles. It's going to go like from feeling so, oh my goodness, what did I do? I really messed up, to, oh my God, like I really, really pulled this one off. Like I really succeed. I wasn't expecting this, you know? So let's go ahead and move on to this card here. This is going to be showing me the challenging energy that you may encounter for the month. And we have here the 3 of Cups. Yeah, so this is what I talked about in the beginning of this 5 of Pentacles. You're looking for a specific person or maybe a group of people to show up for you, and they don't, or it seems like they don't at first. Or maybe they do, but it's not in the way you thought it would be. I see you attracting in something different, a different group of people, different support. And another challenge I'm seeing, which is actually a good challenge, is the quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Be careful what you ask for, Leo, because it is coming, but an abundance of it is coming. Like the metaphor I used about the party, where at first no one is there and then it ends up getting packed out to the point where you can't even accommodate everyone. You're a Leo. You are ruled by the sun, okay? Does the sun do anything small or half-ass? No. When a Leo gets blessed, it is not subtle. Believe that. It's big, bright, bold, and it consumes everything. And everything stops to notice it because it's the sun. Our entire solar system revolves around it. There's an overflow of this, just like a tidal wave. You have to be prepared for this influx or this tidal wave that's coming in. And if you have bit off more than you can chew, then this blessing may end up feeling like a challenge, and it'll be difficult for you to connect to your success or your excitement about this success for this thing, because it's like, this is more than I anticipated. Maybe this is so much to the point where I don't know if I can handle this, or I'm a little overwhelmed. Okay. So, you know, the thing that I'm seeing that's interesting about this card here, even though it's representing your challenges, the 3 of Cups is all about a party. So what I'm seeing here is like, something's going to come in as a blessing and it's going to seem like a challenge for you. It's going to seem like this is a little bit much, or this is a little bit too much, or this is more than what I asked for. And you know, normally that's not a bad thing, but like I said, you're the sun. The sun is in your face. That's why it represents our ego, how we identify, because it's in your face. It's like, I'm here, this is who I am, this is what I do. But the sun, it demands your attention. It commands you to notice it. And that is how your blessings work, especially for Leos, sun, moon, and rising. When your blessings come in, they come in very, very abundant, because it's how the sun is. It's extremely abundant. It can keep an entire planet thousands of miles away. It can keep an entire planet warm. And if we get close enough, it'll burn up the entire planet. You know what I mean? So this is very abundant here. So let's go ahead and move on to this card here to check out what your blessing or fortunate energy will be for this month. And we have here the King of Swords. So this is interesting. The King and Queen of Swords have been coming through a lot lately, and I've been seeing them as these higher forces of protection lately. That's how he's coming through right now as well. That's the vibration I'm picking up from him. And this King rules the mind and communication. So again, I'm going to tell my Leos to be very careful what you ask for. That's what he is saying here. This King of Swords is saying to practice caution when asking for something, when communicating something, when even communicating through your mind, like asking or praying or setting intentions and hoping and wishing for something, because it will come to you. So make sure this is something that won't be more than you are ready to receive, which sounds crazy. Like, how could a blessing be too much, right? But it can be. Everything has a shadow and a light aspect to it, even our blessings. So the blessing here is clarity and protection coming in. He is causing you to stop and really make sure you're being mindful when you ask for these blessings, not because they won't happen, but because they are going to happen. So make sure that you factor that in when talking to the divine and ask for help. If this blessing can come in a little bigger than expected, if this blessing that you're asking for has the ability or has the potential to be very expansive, very big, very abundant, then make sure you factor in some help to manage it all. He's coming through as help to you. He's coming through as protection to you, okay? So he's just coming through to say, hey, be mindful here, because this blessing can actually kind of have this like snowball effect where it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So make sure that you're factoring in that fact that, you know, you might need help or something like that, okay? So let's go ahead and check out you guys' oracle cards, because your oracle cards came from your guides. So let's see what message your guides have for you for this month. All right, the very first card that we have is, look at this, you guys, the sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. Beautiful. And then look at the beetle down here. The ancient Egyptians worshipped the beetle because they felt that the beetle was very resilient and that he would die every night and remake himself every morning. So this is interesting. I'm loving this entire thing right here with this card. I'm a Leo moon, so I'm definitely loving this energy right now. The next card that we have here is, look at this, power. Then transmute, imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Healing. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. And divine guidance, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. All right, so starting off with power and transmute. Yes, you have so much power. You are a sun child. Like I was saying, you are powered by the sun. You are transmuted and transformed by the sun. But I see you've transmuted this pain of walking away in this Eight of Cups here into power and strength. You're taking what you lost or had to sacrifice, and you are channeling that energy into your future. So you're not focusing on your loss. You're focusing on what's to be gained, and you are stepping into your power because of that. Moving on to healing. Like I was telling you guys, someone is going to try to come back or deliver a message with an apology of how much they messed up, that they need you back because they want to steal your sun, okay? They want to steal your life force energy. Like I said, you are a child of the sun. You get your power and your healing and your transformation from the sun. This person used to feed off of you, and they can't find that same source of power anywhere else. So they're coming back to see if they can get more from you. This person isn't consciously trying to drain you. They just haven't plugged into their own source, their own power, their own sun. So they need it from other places right now. They need it from other people until they learn how to basically empower themselves, until they learn how to pull from their own internal infinite source. Okay, moving on to imagination. Right here. Again, you are a Leo. Everything you do is big, grand, and regal, like royalty. So even your imagination and dreams and goals are huge, grand, and regal, just like you. And that's why this King of Swords came in to say, be careful what you ask for. In other words, also be careful of what you dream of or imagine, because the universe is listening to you. These blessings are huge, so make sure you are ready for them. Even your guides are cautioning the same thing in the oracle cards here. Moving on to divine guidance. I told you guys, this King of Swords is protection. He's here to guide you, to ask you. He's that voice of reason that comes in right before you submit something, and he asks, are you sure? So this is divine guidance stepping in to say, we don't mind blessing you with this, but don't let this blessing turn into a challenge or anxiety or stress because you didn't read the fine print, or because you had selective thinking or selective imagination where you only factored in the fun stuff. Consider everything that comes with this. I can't, your guides can't, and the cards cannot stress this enough, okay? And I'm a Leo moon, so I'm also taking this message in for sure, you guys. Like I'm breathing all this goodness, all this life in right now, because it's like, okay, okay, I need to know this for sure. But moving on to the very last card here, the sun. I was talking about the sun and how he loves to do things big. It's not even that he loves it. He just doesn't know how to do things any other way. And so this is you. This is your dreams and your imaginations. Your resilience is being rewarded because you stuck it out. You trusted the universe enough to separate from something, to separate yourself from something that you might have truly wanted at one point in time. You may have truly saw yourself in your future with this thing or this this person. And you chose to separate yourself from that. That was a sacrifice that you gave up to the universe. And that is not unnoticed by spirit. That is celebrated and honored by spirit because it shows faith and it shows availability. Very big Empress vibes coming in here where you just do it big and grand, everything over the top, no expenses spared. Just make sure that you are factoring in some help to go along with that ridiculously oversized mansion that you're trying to attract in, okay? That's just an example, but it applies to everything it is, no matter what it is that you guys want. Could be a person, could be materials, could be money, a career, whatever the case, a dream, a goal, something with your body, health, healing, peace, whatever it is, whatever it may be, just make sure that you are considering where this can go and what this can turn into. Just make sure you are considering what this will develop into, okay? Because this is something that the thing that I'm getting here is like this blessing is going to develop into something more bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and grander and more wild and more abundant. And so, basically this is kind of like, if you're sure, then let's do this, so this is something very big. This is something very big for you guys. I'm really excited for you guys. Well, I'm a Leo moon too, but I'm really, really, really excited for you guys. All right. So this is all that I'm seeing for my Leos out there. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I pray this reading brought you guys some love, support, clarity, and strength. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you have not already. I want to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirit itself for coming through and delivering such a beautiful, powerful message today. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, keep conquering the world, and I'll be back later. All right. Bye, guys. All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. So we'll be starting off with the tarot cards first before making our way to the oracle cards. And this card all the way over here to the left is representative of the energies surrounding your health. So that is emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy surrounding your health of the month of November heading into December in the Scorpio season. And we have here the Page of Cups in reverse. You may be waiting, wishing, hoping, or wanting someone to come in and help you or guide you with your health this month. But I'm seeing it as emotional and mental, mainly emotional and mental health that I'm seeing kind of being disturbed here. I'm seeing you want someone to help ease your pain, ease your heartbreak, trust issues. I'm also hearing for some reason. I'm definitely hearing trust issues. There's a lot of emotional strife that I'm feeling with this card here. Physical health isn't really coming through as much because I'm feeling more emotional and mental distress, and you want someone to be there for you, to help you through this, to take it away. And it feels like either this person doesn't show up for you, or they do show up for you and you realize that they actually can't help, that you have to do this alone. But this looks like healing you're searching for and a better understanding of why something happened, maybe to you or in a relationship. There's like an emotional element here that really keeps coming through very strongly. It's like you were trying so hard to understand, because if you can understand it, then you can release it. Then you can be healed from it. It's like that's kind of what you're thinking, what you're assuming here. And because you are struggling to comprehend what's happened, you are hoping someone else can give you the answer. It's like you really want to understand something, and this is affecting your health. It's stress. Plain and simple. This is emotional and mental stress that is playing on your physical health, that is affecting your physical health. And because it's all connected, mind, body, and spirit. So the more that you try to understand this, something, whatever this is, the more it confuses you, which only adds to your stress, because some of you may start creating assumptions and reasons for yourself that the way you can understand this, that the way you can provide some sort of an answer, some sort of clarity. And these reasons end up spiraling into something else entirely. And this adds to stress and restlessness for you. It's kind of like the snowball effect. So you have to simply accept what is, Sagittarius, whatever has happened. And I am so sorry if you were going through that. I'm a Taurus sun, and I know this feeling all too well. I went through it for 3 years. I was with my I went through something similar to this for 3 years, and that's pretty much what set off my spiritual journey. But I was so almost desperate to understand why something had happened to me, and I just could not make sense of it. And I struggled mentally and emotionally. It sent me into a tailspin until I accepted it, because I realized that I am literally torturing myself. and choosing to stay here in this pain by trying to force an explanation or a reason, when sometimes life happens just because, and it's nothing that you did, but you have to accept this so your spirit can be at peace. This is nothing that you did, because right now this pain is drifting into your spirit. It is feeding into your spirit, and this is why you cannot rest or be at peace mentally, emotionally, or physically. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, what I'm being intuitively led to do, is that I'm actually going to light a candle for you guys after this reading. And if you have like a tiny little tea light candle or a tea light candle or any sort of candle, go on ahead, say a few words over it and light it for your purification, for your healing, for whatever it is that you need. Okay, so let's go on ahead and move on to this card right here. So it'll be showing me the energy surrounding your relationships, and that includes your love life, your relationships with your family, friends, platonic, romantic, business relationships. So let's go on ahead and take a look. And we have here the Two of Cups in reverse. It's coming up again. This is emotional pain or heartbreak. The feeling of not being understood by the person that you love the most, of not being accepted by the person that you love the most, of being hurt by the person that you loved and trusted the most. There's some sort of betrayal here that keeps coming through, like in a way where you expected someone to be there for you. You certainly did not expect them to renounce the promises that they made to you in such a way. You were struggling to know, this is what you want to know. Okay. You want to know if this person ever really loved you, if they ever really cared, if they were ever authentic, because you feel so left out in the cold and vulnerable because of what happened with someone that was so close to you in your life. You feel like, this is somebody that I don't even know. This is not the person that I fell in love with. This is not the person that I was best friends with. This is not my family member. This is not that person that I once knew them to be. And so you're trying to make sense of it. It's like something warped your reality, where it's like, I feel like I'm in a fun house. Like, you are not the person that I thought you were. How did this get past me? How did I not see this? So this card, in reverse, you feel like they didn't, or maybe like you didn't possibly, but you feel like they didn't keep the promise that you guys had made together. There was a promise, a commitment, something that was broken, and it shocked you. Because this card, to me, it always looks like marriage, like a union, like two people coming together, whether that's a marriage, a friendship, platonic, it doesn't matter. These are two people committing to each other, committing to love, respect, and honor, and appreciate each other. And this is a commitment that was broken. And it shocked you. You didn't see it coming. I see you spending November going into December trying to move past this, trying to heal in whatever way you can. And so it's like you're sinking and you're reaching for whatever is around you. You just are reaching and grabbing for anything. And this reminds me of that Sia song where she says, help me, I'm holding on for dear life. That's what's going on right now. You're feeling like you're barely able to stay above water because this experience has robbed you of your peace. And you are going to be feeling that, dealing with that, and trying your best to cope with it. So lean on your loved ones. Okay, that's coming through right now. Lean on your loved ones. They do understand. They do feel your pain. You don't have to tell yourself that no one understands you. Even if your family, friends, loved ones, the people in your life, even if they've never been through what you're going through before, they do love you. They love you. And so they are connected to you. And when you are connected through love, you feel everything that that person is going through. So they feel you. They understand you on a completely different level. They don't have the answers either as to why this happened, but they don't need to. It's the love they have for you that can help heal you and ease any pain. It's the love that they have for you that's going to break past that sort of communication barrier. So this reminds me of like two people having a very heavy conversation, and because one person hasn't been through what the other is going through, they might not know what to say or how to help heal them. But the love that they have is so strong, it's like all they can do is hug you and maybe even cry with you because they're feeling exactly what you're feeling. If you're suffering, they're suffering. If you're happy, they're happy. And they just want to heal you, to take that pain away. This is heavy. Like, even I'm tearing up, and I'm so sorry if this doesn't resonate with you. I'm so sorry if this is like, it's like I'm not going through anything like this. I'm so sorry if this does not resonate, but this is coming through so strongly. It's coming through so strongly that it's like, this is all I can focus on. And this is probably what you're feeling, is like, this is all I can focus on, what is happening right now. Cause that's definitely what I'm feeling, is like, this is all that's like, it's kind of like this energy has kind of came in and like stolen the reading. Or maybe this is what's current and going on in your life. But if this is not resonating with you, I do apologize. But this is coming through so heavy, so strongly. So let's go on ahead and move on to this card here, surrounding your finances and your career, because even I'm getting like emotional at this point because it's just such a strong feeling. And so the card that we have here is the Five of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's a struggle. I'm so sorry. The situation over here has bled into every other area of your life. You are struggling to keep your energy levels high, even at work, when you're expected to be or act a certain way, when you're expected to show up with a smile on your face, or when you're expected to show up to do business. You're struggling to stay focused or motivated or inspired. You are drained of energy because you feel like you've been in a fight that won't end. You are wrestling with your heart every single day, and that is draining. You're struggling because people don't know what's actually going on, or they don't understand, or maybe you think they wouldn't understand, so you don't even bother to explain what's happening in your life right now. Or maybe it's too painful for you to discuss it. Maybe you don't want to discuss it at work, so you might not be close enough to anyone to even open up about what's happening. Some of you may be also relying on work to take your mind off of what's happening in your personal life. But when you are at work, even this thing bleeds in. This pain has robbed you in almost every area of your life where you cannot be present or feel upbeat right now. You might not feel like yourself. It's like you are fighting something and you don't even know what it is. You don't even know why you're fighting. You just know and can feel your energy and life force being drained from this issue. You may feel like everything is kind of piling onto you in the month of November because you have these emotional blockages. There's something that happened that you cannot get past, that you cannot get over right now. And so what that's doing is that is creating this like vortex of energy that is getting trapped. And when we have trapped energy, that's a blockage. And blockages can turn into so many other things: anxiety, stress, depression. It can turn into diseases. That's what disease is. Dis-ease is when we have had our energy traumatically shaken up in a way where we just cannot move past it. And so it causes like this blocked energy to just sort of sit there, and energy stales. It starts to die off when it's not flowing and moving, because energy has to flow and move. So when energy isn't flowing and moving, what it's doing is it's sitting there and it's rotting. It's literally rotting. And so that energy is pulling from your life force because it's trapped, and it's because you can't get over this something. And that's not your fault. This is something that you did not cause. And now it's like you have to grieve with and cope with and deal with something that you did not cause. And so you might feel like things are piling up, because they are. They're piling on top of this issue and pain. Life is piling on top of this, and it's only adding to your stress. Your sacral chakra, that's another thing that I'm feeling throughout this reading. It keeps coming in waves where I feel a pull on my sacral chakra. So you've been definitely hurt by something, and I am so sorry. I'm going to light a candle for you. I'm angry for you because this feels like unnecessary pain. It feels like whatever happened could have been avoided or did not have to happen. Like this wasn't your fault. Someone abandoned the commitment that they made, and you weren't expecting that. You didn't know that this was going to happen. I'm so sorry. But I'm definitely going to light a candle for you, because I'm going to send my energy to you. Like I want to help you fight this, because this is just, I know how draining this is. So I'm so sorry. All right. So let's go on ahead and move on to this card here to see the challenging energy that you may be dealing with for this month of September, or this month of November. I'm sorry. And we have here the 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so this is someone that's feeling secure, this 9 of Pentacles, because she's made a life for herself. She worked for everything she has from the bottom up, and so she feels self-sufficient, independent, and assured in her own potential and talents because of what she's been able to pull off. So normally, this is you. Before this happened, this 9 of Pentacles was totally you. Outside of the situation, you are this 9 of Pentacles. You were someone that was working on themselves, their future, their life, their career, business, or school. You were someone juggling very many hats because you are so ambitious, and because you have a vision of a life that you see for your future, and you know you are capable of pulling it off. The challenge this month is you wanting to feel that stable and secure again. And again, I'm feeling my sacral chakra. This is very intense. You are missing this woman or this man that you used to be right now. You're missing this 9 of Pentacles energy that you used to just thrive off of, where you felt so secure, grounded, and rooted in who you were. You knew what you were doing, and you feel like you've had that snatched away from you. Please try not to hate this person or the people that did this to you, that have put you in this vibration, that have put you in this place. Please try not to, because if you end up hating them, if you end up holding on to this energy, they win. And they don't deserve to win. And it's not even about winning, because this is who you were before: self-sufficient, capable, confident, secure, loved life and every aspect of it. And this situation came in that you weren't expecting, and it's thrown you off of this vibration. Do not stay on the ground where you got knocked to. Get back up and fight for what is yours. Fight for what you've created or we're in the midst of creating. Do not give up on yourself. Do not stop this. Do not give up on yourself. Do not stop. This is not far away. You are still this Nine of Pentacles. You're just grieving right now, and that's more than okay. We're in Scorpio season and in Mercury retrograde still. So you are going to feel this intensely, but you are clearly a fucking warrior. She's a warrior. I know she doesn't come across like that in the Nine of Pentacles, but she is. To get to the point where she's at and everything it is that she's had to go through, she's a warrior. She doesn't get to this Nine of Pentacles by being weak or someone that stays down when they're knocked off. You're her. You're not weak. You're just in the middle of standing back up. Maybe you haven't even decided to get back up yet, but I can feel your energy before this happened, and you are so strong. That's why the situation is trying to break you, because you're strong and you had tapped into your higher self, that higher frequency being. Not everybody can be around that high frequency of a person. Not everybody can be around this Nine of Pentacles, this strength, this energy of strength, this energy of a warrior, this energy of a fighter. Not everybody can handle that because they're not on that same level. Some people, they get so uncomfortable, so intimidated, so weird around this type of energy that they run. And I feel that this could have actually happened to you possibly. That's why you are hammering away at your life, knocking down goals left and right. Stand back up. Stand back up when you are ready, but don't take too long, because this is who you are. So don't stay away from who you truly are for too long, because this is a dark night of the soul. This is serious for many of you, what's happening right now. You need all the support, love, and strength that you can get. So I'm sending that to you for sure after this reading. I'm going to light a candle and send my energy to you guys for sure after this reading. But yeah, just make sure that eventually you do stand back up, okay? And let's go ahead and move on to this card over here. This is showing me the blessing or the fortunate energy that you will be working with for this November heading into December. And we have here the World in reverse. Wow. Wow, this is a blessing what you're going through. Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. Your world was turned upside down for your greatest and highest good. Something was snatched away from you for a reason. At first, I thought it was someone that just wronged you, but there's a bigger purpose or plan in all of this. That person didn't just walk away or abandon you. The universe snatched this person away from you. The universe snatched this energy away from you because something wasn't right with the situation or with that person. So the universe, spirit, took it away because something about it wasn't right for you. Not at this moment in time anyways. You feel like your world was turned upside down, but you're going to realize one day how this was the biggest blessing of your life. You will end up looking back on this one day and see the strength that you gained and the abundance that came into your life because this thing was removed from you. Sometimes spirit removes things or people from our life because it didn't want that person to benefit off of our blessings. That's what happened here. This was the universe acting on your part and protecting you. And I don't know if you guys heard that because there was a plane. These planes keep coming in. Sometimes when I sit down to film, these planes get overactive and I know what's going on. It's like something does not want me to get this message out to some of you because some of you are really in need of healing and something's really definitely trying to interfere with that. So I know I'm on track right now because these planes literally before I hit the record button were not, I hadn't heard a plane in hours. And it's very interesting how now I hit the record button. They're just flying nonstop. So anyways, like I was saying, sometimes spirit in the universe will remove things from you, will remove certain energies from you, because spirit doesn't want that person to benefit off of our blessings. And that's what happened here. This was the universe acting on your part and protecting you. There was nothing you could have done differently. This was fated to happen for your highest good and for that other individual's highest good as well. You will come to accept this over time because you are going to realize that this Nine of Pentacles, aka you, had nothing to do with this. So why should you be punished for it? If she had nothing to do with this, if you had nothing to do with this, why should you be punished for it? If the universe was acting in love, do not volunteer to punish yourself by holding on to this. I know it's hard, but work on accepting this. Call on the beings that love you so much and don't hesitate to explore your dark night of the soul. Don't hesitate to embrace it. This is where warriors are made, is in the tough times. Even Jesus traveled to hell for 3 days and 3 nights and he defeated Satan and took the keys of life. You will do the same thing. You will slay this pain, this dragon, this demon, this monster because you are not alone. Spirit knows you're hurting. Spirit can see you and feel you. Like I said, beings that love us can feel us. They can feel everything we're going through. Spirit feels you and will not abandon you. Every being that loves you greatly is surrounding you right now. Just look at this card, the World card. She is surrounded by these angelic beings just as you are. Even though her world is turned upside down, she is still surrounded by these angels, by these angelic beings. She's still surrounded by spirit. That's you. All right, you guys, so let's go on ahead and check out your oracle cards here. Your oracle cards are a message from your guides for this month of November heading into December. So let's see what your guides have to say. And the very first card that we have here is serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Yep. Beautiful. Then we have the sage. Reclaim. Trust. I am safe. I am secure. In love I trust. My faith endures. And love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. Beautiful. Okay, so starting off with serendipity. Yes, this is your guides. All of these cards are from your guides. They're coming through to say, don't worry, because bright new prospects are on the horizon. The horizon, you guys. Like I said, you may be experiencing a dark night of the soul right now. But horizon is the dawn, when the night is as dark as it can get, just before the sun comes back up. Your sun will be rising again very soon, possibly sometime in November or December. This is beautiful. And moving on to the sage. So this card is all about seeing things from your highest perspective. Like I was talking about earlier with your higher self, it also calls for you to tap into the wisest part of yourself, because you are a master, a wise teacher who has influence and is here to help others. It's a part of your divine purpose. And that came directly out of the book, you guys. So like I was saying with this Nine of Pentacles right here, don't forget who you are, because you had embraced your destiny before the situation happened. And then moving on to reclaim. So what you need to do is reclaim love, reclaim trust, and reclaim this Nine of Pentacles, your highest, most truest self. Get back to that. Like I said earlier, I knew I had heard trust issues. We have the card of trust and love, like I had mentioned. About your friends, family, loved ones. They love you. Spirit and the universe loves you so much. Lean into that. It will help you to heal and to reclaim what is yours and whatever it is that you may have lost or felt you have lost. And for this card, love to be here. Love and trust as well. To bring true love here to me and trust. I think I'm seeing a partner, a new relationship, or somebody come into your life possibly, if they haven't already. And it seems like this is somebody that you can really trust, somebody that's going to be a genuine partner to you and possibly even help you through this time. But really make sure that you're not dependent on anyone to help you heal, because this is definitely something that when we're going through something like this, it is required of us to help ourselves through this. But as far as like leaning on this person, I think that they're going to be a very good source of strength for you and a source of support to help you through this. You know, they won't heal you, but they can help guide you through this. They can help you through this. They can help provide support, love, and strength to you that will be healing for you. Okay. Because it will show you that you're lovable, that people care, that you are worthy, that you are valuable, that you are precious. And it will show you that. And that'll kind of help you to heal as well. Okay. So I'm about to light a candle for you guys, say a few prayers for you guys. But this is all that I'm seeing for my Sagittarians. You guys are going to be more than okay. You're going to be okay. You are reclaiming in serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Your sun is rising in the east yet again. And that is a huge deal. This is almost like renewal. This is almost like reincarnation, regeneration. You are being reborn right now is what's happening. And this is why you are going through such an intense time, for those of you that are going through such an intense time. But all is not lost. You have not been forsaken or forgotten by spirit in the universe. If anything, you are being more tightly embraced by spirit in the universe. And this is why you are shedding certain things that were not good for your highest and greatest good. Okay. So this is all that I'm saying for my Sagittarians. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I really, truly do pray that this brought you some love, support, clarity, and strength. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign videos if you guys have not already. And don't forget to light your candle either for protection, purification, love, support, clarity, and strength, okay? I'm going to do that as well on my end to really send you as much love as I can. I also want to take the time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self and spirit itself, for such a beautiful reading. Hopefully you all come back to visit me sometime soon. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, stay strong, keep conquering the world, and I'll be back later, okay? Bye, guys.